98.5 Drive here with Mel and Jeziel. Now, to row 3,890 kilometres across the Pacific Ocean would be a death wish for most, but not for one keen lady. Heather Taylor, she's currently training for her journey, the journey of a lifetime, rowing from California to Hawaii. She's joining us now. Heather, how are you going?
Good, thanks.
Heather, thanks for coming in. Now, this sounds like an absolutely crazy idea. Where did it all come from?
So the idea itself came from, I went to the Oceans Film Festival 2017 and it kind of planted a little seed. I saw 4 women who went across the Atlantic, and you go to the festivals and you're like, oh my gosh, the crazy people. That was one where I was like, oh, maybe one day I could do that. And then it kind of sat there, and then I met someone, I read about an article of a lady who rowed 3,000 miles across the ocean. I was like, oh, that must be it. It's the same thing. So I started looking into it, and then it kind of went from there.
So the big question is, why on earth?
Yeah.
Why would you do it? Well, I like rowing.
Okay.
But then that's quite different than being like, let's go for a row in the ocean.
Yeah.
The reason I think it stuck with me, despite kind of ups and downs along the way, is the potential opportunity to do fundraising. So one thing I guess my heart is burdened for is people who are facing poverty. So my parents have worked for an NGO growing up, and my mum grew up overseas, so she's well aware of, I guess when we were younger, well aware of the realities of how most of the world lives.
Yeah. Okay.
Basically just because of geography and the difference between why I can go to school and have food to eat and have a house. It's because I was born in Canada and now live in Australia, and someone else, they were just born in a different country.
Yeah.
And it seems like, oh, but that's because they're there. But yeah, it's hard to get your hand around. It's where you were born.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah. So you are fundraising. So where are your funds going towards?
So they're going to go towards Tier Australia. So they're a organisation that works within Australia, and they partner with local NGOs overseas. So these are people in the country, part of the communities, seeing work that they want to do, and being able to channel the funds towards them. So it's holistic, it's sustainable. Some of their projects are really quite amazing, and long-term and life-changing.
Awesome. Now, I need to get into the nitty-gritty of
Yes.
this actual trip. How many people have done this trip, this exact trip? From California to Hawaii?
60 people.
60 people.
60?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you going to be the first female?
I wouldn't be the first female. I'd be the first Canadian. The first, and thanks to dual citizenship, the first Australian to solo it. So there was a girl who did it 2 years ago in a trio from Australia, from Queensland. That's probably, I think, the first that I can think of. And if I can, beat a record, that would be amazing.
Oh, yeah, why not?
Yeah. So what is this boat going to look like?
So the boat, if you stick 2 cars end to end, that's the length of it. So it's 24 feet, and it's about 2 meters wide. It's got a cabin on one end that you can go into when it's stormy and close up hatches and kind of sleep in there and do all the thinking and navigation stuff. And then the other end is a storage cabin, and in the middle is just open with 2 rowing seats actually, and this boat and a slide, so the seat moves as you row.
Again, this just seems out of this world. Like, why would you put your hand up for this? I know there's a great cause and stuff, but it's just mind-boggling. I would be terrified in that moment. This trip sounds frightening. It sounded incredible, but I do want to learn a whole bunch more. So we're going to go to a quick song and come back. Our guest, Heather Taylor, and she's doing a crazy trip from California to Hawaii in a rowboat.
Need a plumber, gas fitter or electrician?
98.5 Drive here with Mel and Jeziel.
And lovely Heather Taylor still joins us in the studio. She's going to be rowing from California across to Hawaii all on her own.
Do you have any nervous feelings? Like,
yeah, it comes and goes. I think if you start thinking about it, you're like, oh my goodness. But then it's like, no, I've started it. I'm just going to keep going. So that's probably my approach.
Yeah.
To dealing with it.
So how are you preparing to go? What's your training look like?
So I'm doing land training at the moment because I'm waiting for the boat to come. Weight lifting is quite big. I need to put on some weight, but I don't know how. I'll probably have to just put on fat. Yeah.
Put on weight.
Wow.
Yeah. So I need to put on about 10 kg.
Really?
Yeah, or else I'll eat myself away.
Oh.
Because I can't eat as much as I'll output.
Right.
Yeah.
So you put it on so that you can work it off. For how long are you going to be rowing for?
3 months, probably.
Wow.
Whoa.
So you can take some before before and after photos. Like, here I am. I got chubby. Now I'm good again.
So you're just going out for pizza every night?
Yes, that'll be the hope. I can eat anything and everything for 3 months before.
Okay, I guess
so I'm calling it my fat plan, which is going to be the best part about it.
So the Instagram page.
Yeah. What are some things that can go wrong on the journey?
The biggest thing would be to fall overboard and not be able to get back on the boat, because then it's just you with your tiny life vest, and you'd have a personal locator beacon, but the signal's not huge. That's the biggest worry. You could run out of food. Your water maker could stop working. Those ones are kind of, you've got time to do something about it. You could capsize, but as long as the hatches are closed, the boat should just self-right itself.
Wow. Okay. You don't really seem too phased about it. What about the fact that you're not going to be able to see land for a very long time?
I haven't been in a situation, like I've been in a I can't see land at all moment, but until you're doing it for days on end, you don't know how it's going to affect you.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's one of those things where you're like, I don't know how it'll go for sure, but we'll see how we go.
I can tell you right now, I would be petrified.
Yeah. I think after time you just adapt to that's the way it is.
Yeah.
Though, pray to God and stuff, it'll be a great experience just to draw closer to God.
Yes.
Because, let's be honest, who else are you going to talk to?
Exactly. So that's one thing I think that's probably why I'm not scared.
Yeah.
Because I'm getting in the boat with God, and He's kind of coming the whole way. So I don't think I would do it if I didn't believe in God and He was coming. To be honest, that's probably why it doesn't freak me out as much.
Yeah.
So good.
Awesome stuff. The team name is Pacific Giants Row. How can people get involved, Heather?
The best way to get involved is check out the website. So it's pacificgiantsrow.com. Have a look there. Follow us on Facebook, same name, Pacific Giants Row. Instagram as well. We'd love to get the numbers up so we can start being seen. And individual sponsorship would be great. If you give $250, you get your name on the boat and you can come across with me and I'm not alone. And if you do have a business, getting in there. So the boat's going to be going up and down the coast and in the river. So if you want to promote within Perth, then also when it comes to doing the fundraising, getting on board that and really supporting the work of Tier Australia.
Awesome.
Awesome stuff.
And you can come out for a row if you really want to.
I'm lonely.
No, it'd be great.
To find out more, you can head to our website and grab all the details there. Pacific Giants Row. Heather, thank you so much for coming in and chatting with us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
You can always be in touch with us, family.